as we call it, against the top players in the world. You know, our tours now are breeding, if that's the right word, players that are not scared of anybody. They're getting up and most of them are playing their own game, with belief in their own ability. And of course, these two are two typical examples of what are coming through the ranks.
Well, Dobey,
first leg, Ben to throw first.
As I said, made his European debut in Mulheim last September. He lost 6-3 to Wes Newton, but he really made an impression at a Players' Championship event in May of last year when he beat Raymond van Barneveld 6-5 in the first round.
60.
Qualified for the UK Open last year as well, and as I say, the World Series finals in Glasgow in November. Beat Kim Huybrechts in qualifying for that, only to
100.
lose to Terry Jenkins 6-5 in the first round. It was a desperately unlucky performance. Dobey had his followers that weekend, given his connection with Gary Anderson.
140. 140.
Well, certainly both players have got into a good rhythm early on. There's nothing worse than getting up on that stage and finding it hard to find your throw. But certainly Chris Dobey especially is really starting to find that treble 20 early on.
140.
That's 3 140s on the trot for Dobey. This would be a breaker throw.
50. Does you require 121.
Well, he's got to come down to the 17s with Ben Davies on 170. Dobey wants the ball to finish the first leg. What a great first opening leg from Chris Dobey. 12 darts, 121 check out. Well, I said about settling down early on, and he's certainly done that.
177.
Beat Josh Payne in the final round of qualifying, did Dobey, by 6 legs to 3.
140.
Davies beat Jamie Bain, who has caught the eye on occasion in Europe last year. Here we go.
Wow.
Well,
we see Daryl Gurney early on hit 7 trebles.
And also Stuart Kellett, 8 perfect darts from him in that 6-1 defeat by Kevin Painter.
And this is a great way to finish. Yeah, the 144 is better than the 144, the 141, because if you get the first treble, you've got the line and length on for the second one. Well, if it takes this 84 out, it'd be a pair of 12 dart legs.
You require 84.
Oh, double 12 for 11.
Nothing
wrong with the 2 opening legs from Chris Dobey.
To throw first.
131 average at the moment, 100% on the doubles. You see Kevin Painter end up winning 6-1 with a 101 average, 55% on doubles, which was exceptional performance.
Yeah.
And we have to say, one of the better performances of Kev for a long time.
Yeah, many people were saying it was going to be a close run thing. I mean, looking at the averages alone, it was a close run thing, but it proved to be the difference between the two was largely the doubles as well, but Painter just looked ruthless at times.
59.
Well, that's pretty impressive stats. Front 9, back 9, all over 3 figures.
100.
Well, Davies is a player who's certainly put in the long hours on the Challenge Tour. And in
100.
qualifiers elsewhere. A smattering of prize money along the way, but here he is, having made the breakthrough. It's the biggest payday of his career so far, this £1,000 guaranteed for qualifying. 1,500 if he can get through this round, but Dobey it is who's taking the first 2 legs, and it's Dobey who's catching the eye.
Well, Ben Davies, he needs to win this leg and has got a good advantage.
60.
Well, it shouldn't be hurt. He's possibly going to get 6 darts from that 101. Well, he will now, you would think.
100. Then you require 101. A shot in the third leg. Ben Davies.
Well, he'll enjoy that.
To throw first. 60.
See, this is the difference between, say, Chris Dobey at the moment and a Michael van Gerwen. I mean, Chris has gone off 11-12. And then just going off the ball a little bit and
41.
let Ben back in the game. Although that was a good tidy 15 dart leg on his throw. But where Michael is at the moment, Michael then rolls off another 2 or 3 legs at 11-12.
140.
So he absolutely, you know, well, I was going to say gives you the sucker punch. He gives you, you know, several
95.
sucker punches.
Yeah.
And then when you're down, he gives you a kick in as well. Although he did come off the mark a little bit on Thursday night. I know there's no excuses for Michael.
100.
He has been a little bit under the weather.
6 PDC titles to his name this year, if you include the UK Open qualifiers.
60.
Won the Masters, won the UK Open, and of course won the Dutch Masters in Venray last month.
140.
Well, Davies is a break down, and I don't think he'll be breaking here.
61.
144 adrift, and Dobey closing in.
29.
Just missing the double 16, but he will return for 3 more goes at it.
Yes, in the betting, I don't think there'd have been a lot of difference between the two. You know, relatively unknown to the TV cameras and even the streaming that we're doing and the bookmakers.
35.
Well, there wouldn't have been a lot of difference.
32. A shot on the full flag, Chris Dobey.
Yes.
His leg bend to throw first. Game on.
Checkout stats are certainly catching the eye as well. The average is still very healthy after 4 legs too. It's over 100 still. There we see 3 from 5 for Dobey. Mentored by Gary Anderson, as I said.
97.
Anderson has
60.
spoken in glowing terms of his young charge. Only 25 years of age. And he's in the red stuff once again here.
180.
5 under par. Dobey, as far as you're concerned, Rod, with your 15 par legs.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean,
100.
it looks like he's a seasoned professional, the way he's playing and the way he's looking. I mean, totally focused, good rhythm, good action. Just checking the score. Comes down
92.
to
Yes, a good recovery that.
Yeah, it is very good.
Down to 132, which is certainly manageable. Davies with work to do here.
Well, it'll be interesting with this one because he doesn't need to take this 1-3-2 out.
95.
Tends to think that he won't go for
132.
the bullseye. He'd stay on them treble 20s. This is exactly what he's done. Just a straight ton sets it up perfectly for him.
Yeah, no
100.
need to be flamboyant.
You know, that shows a bit of maturity in your game because a lot of people, I'll go the bullseye 32 route, you know, makes me look good. Then all of a sudden you walk off and you think, I'm still 3 darts away here. You know, your opponent hits a 140 and all of a sudden you can lose the leg.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't happen all the time, but it will happen at times
47.
that will cost you the leg and then the game.
32.
And being managed by Anderson, is that something that Anderson will have instilled into him as well? A bit of wise words along the way?
I don't think Gary really gets involved
16.
too much.
And you require 156.
He'll probably give him a rollicking if they step out of line too much. But you know, probably he's got such a great career at the moment, Gary, that he doesn't want to get embroiled in watching them and because it can upset your own career, which he doesn't want to do.
Well, both players down to 16 all of a sudden, so Davies has caught up well, but Dobey gets over the line. And it's another break
Chris to throw first.
for Dobey.
Game on.
I mean,
And he's now 2 games away, sorry.
It's great to see, you know, a top professional like Gary Anderson that's doing something for some youngsters. Oh, okay,
58.
it might be for his pensions in years to come, but let's be honest, Gary Anderson's earning so much money, he doesn't have to worry about that, and possibly never will.
100.
So he's just putting a bit back, and perhaps we'd like to see a few more of the top pros put a bit back, as we say.
Yeah. Give something
55.
in return, £350,000 Anderson's earned so far this year, helped of course by that success at Ali Pali in January, and of course the 9-dart finish. He got 15,000 for that as well against Klaassen in the semi-final.
Well, talking about the players coming through, we've got development tours going on back in England. There are 2 today, another 2 tomorrow. I know Kirk Parry won the second one this afternoon, and he's one person that has been on this stage on the European Tour.
100.
Actually, someone that I thought may have made better inroads than what he did. He's got a beautiful throw. When he first came on the mark, I thought he was the next Adrian Lewis, same sort of throw. And
140.
Well, Robert Thornton will be conscious of what's going on here. Chris Dobey, if he wins this, will play Thornton tomorrow.
111.
Robert Thornton, a new lease of life after that 3-point haul in the Premier League in his 2 matches on Thursday. He's clawed himself off the bottom of the table and out of the relegation zone as a result of that win over Michael Smith, and then drawing his match against Van Gerwen too.
Well, and he had a new set of darts, and he says he can actually feel them in his hand, which does help as a dart player.
133.
But
Richard require 47.
You just see Dobey double 16 for a 5-1 lead.
31.
Oh, a chance for Davies.
Then you require 42.
Claw himself back in this game.
Uncharacteristic slip up. Let's see if Davies can take out the double 16. And there's your answer,
26.
almost a carbon copy of what Dobey did there. So
Richard
Dobey again led off the hook. Both players once again for the second leg running down to 16 apiece. Over to double 4 instead. And no mistake this time around.
In the 6th leg.
And he moves to within 1 leg of that meeting with Robert Thornton tomorrow. 5-1 the score now.
Well, going back to Robert Thornton, I honestly, and I've said in my blog on William Hill nearly every week, I just don't think that Robert was back to full health. I mean, he had a foot injury, then he had the chest infection, which most people have had in England over the last few months. And he said he felt a lot better on Thursday night, and the new darts kind of gives you that extra bit of confidence, trying something different. And you know, he can't wait now to get on the board tomorrow and obviously next Thursday.
45.
Is his ankle injury okay as well?
Yeah, I think that's always going to give him a bit of a problem. But
still there,
yeah, it's still there a bit. But
100.
You know, when you're winning, nothing hurts so much.
Well, it's almost
60.
A done deal, this one. Dobey may well even find another break of throw here. He's got 35 points to the good plus these. He's
100.
Effectively won the darts in this leg. And we could be on course for our 3rd successive, make that 5th in fact, given what happened at the end of the first session.
45.
Our 5th successive 6-1 scoreline.
161.
Idams beat Hudson 6-1, Gilding lost 6-1 to Richardson, Joe Cullen won 6-1, Kevin Painter won 6-1, Dobey might well win this one 6-1 as well.
Well, it certainly looks on the cards.
Does now.
Yeah, so it's been a good performance. He's still up at just under the 98 average, 71% on his doubles, which is exceptional.
100. Richard requires 64.
Tons are not enough for Ben Davies.
Sorry, that's 35% on doubles.
Yeah.
I should wear my glasses, shouldn't I?
I think I do need glasses.
Chris
Dobey certainly doesn't need any help with his eyesight. That's a brilliant performance by Dobey. Ben Davies, a debut to forget for him as far as the European Tour is concerned, but I suspect we may well see more of him over the course of time, but I think we'll see a lot more of Chris Dobey, and we'll certainly see him tomorrow as well. A 6-1 winner, and the 25-year-old sets up a second-round meeting with Robert Thornton, who may well just have been given something to think about there. It's a terrific performance by Dobey.